make a mistake. So you were listening to the conversation with Congresswoman
Yes.
Harrell, and
Yes.
The comment you said to me is,
There's no common sense out there whatsoever. I mean, she said, I really liked everything she said. It all made sense.
mm-hmm.
The sad part is nobody up there listens. And how can you all of a sudden decide you're a Democrat and be so blankety blank dumb?
Right.
I mean, everything that goes on affects you and your family as well. Don't you see that not you personally.
No, I understand.
Don't you see that there's an issue with what is going on? You know, your neighbors are affected. People you know are affected. Your relatives are affected. Well, for goodness sakes, get your head out of the sand and do something about it.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't get this way overnight.
No,
Took about a year,
Yeah.
you know, since he got elected. But think about what is happening. It's not going to get better. You know, talk about going green with your cars. Well, yeah, hello. What does it take to generate electricity?
Mm-hmm.
And then in states like California, the highest rates for electricity are in the afternoon when everybody needs an air conditioner because it's 100 degrees out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how are you going to plug in your electric car when they're going to roll brownouts through the state?
Well, and I'm going to be curious to see, there's a YouTube channel that I watch, TFL Car, TFL Truck, TFL Classics, TFL. And they're out of Boulder, Colorado. And they buy cars and do videos on them, and then as soon as people stop caring about the cars that they do the videos about, then they sell the cars off and get other cars.
Uh-huh.
So they had a Ram TRX pickup truck. And they were like one of the first people in the country to get one when they came out a year and a half ago.
Okay.
700 horsepower pickup truck.
Gives you whiplash. Is that what we're saying?
It's exactly right. So people have kind of lost interest in that particular vehicle, so they sold that vehicle and flew to Michigan, where they took delivery of one of the first available for sale to the public F-150 Lightning all-electric pickup trucks. And they're going to drive that truck to Alaska.
Okay.
They're going to stop off in Colorado. They're going to get a camper kit for it, and then they're going to head on to Alaska. And I hope, and based on watching their channel over the last couple of years, I hope they give us an honest, truthful experience of what that is going to be like, driving from Michigan through Colorado to Alaska in an electric pickup truck.
I would be so leery.
Yeah, well, they're going to do it. It's part of their channel thing.
Yeah, I mean...
And the truck, and there's a lot of expensive trucks, no doubt about it. You know,
they're all expensive
You can get your
anymore.
basic work truck, or you can get your fully loaded, fancy schmancy truck. The one they bought was $81,000. So they
That's
paid.
a house.
They paid.
Used to be.
Used to be. So they paid $81,000 for the privilege of owning an all-electric pickup truck. So I'm going to follow that. I'm going to see what they're, and I'm going to hope that they're truthful with what what it does.
Well, most people that are traveling want to get there. Mm-hmm. They don't want to, they may have a limited amount of time to get from point A to point B. Okay, first you've got to find a charging station. You got to hope that the charging station is available. Mm-hmm. How long is it going to take you? What are you going to do while you're charging if you find the station?
Right.
Okay, let's see. Well, we've got 3 hours to kill, or whatever it takes. I don't know how long it takes to charge a vehicle. I have a relative in the hospital that's dying, and I've got 3 hours. I couldn't fly because I have to drive. This may not... Why?
Yeah.
Why? We've had gasoline, diesel vehicles for years that have been very, very reliable, get us from point A to point B, generate many jobs to get that fuel that we put in those automobiles, trucks, vehicles. The system isn't broke. Don't
It's
try
not.
to fix it.
It's not. Well, we have to do it for the environment.
Yeah, well,
And you being with Clean and Beautiful should understand more than anybody how we've got to save the earth.
sure. Well, let's start by picking up trash.
Which doesn't
Let me
require
tell you.
An electric vehicle to
No.
do,
Or tons of money, or rocket science.
Exactly.
Just quit being pigs. I'll tell you what. We were driving yesterday, and I said, where are we? What street is this? And they said, well, I think we're over, it's the next street might be. I said, because I don't drive streets, I just drive alleys, so I don't know where the heck we're at right now, because we needed to come back for something that we had a load and couldn't get on.
Mm-hmm.
I really want all the council people to ride with me.
That would
I want
be
the
awesome.
mayor to ride with me. So if you're listening, don't run and hide, because I will find you. But you truly need to see, not the streets. Well, going down some of them will give you a good hint on what the back looks like. But you need to see what the backyards look like, what the alleys look like, what the situations are. There's fire hazards that you would not believe in some of these backyards. There is no excuse for this, and it didn't get there overnight either.
Right.
It's been an ongoing process. I don't know if you call them hoarders or what you want to call it, but not only, like I said, the roach motel, the mice, the rats, the skunks, the whatever else could be living back there. There are conditions in these alleys and backyards that are absolutely deplorable. If you are new people moving here and you drive around and really look, don't just look at the wonderful library or the beautiful aquatic center or the school administration building or our schools that we have that are being redone and added on and elaborate and, parks and whatever. There are places you really need to, quality of life, look at, because this is the environment that a lot of these places are. And it's called caring for your community. Don't say we're the city of champions. That entails a little bit more. We've got to clean up and look like we care, not just about the guys in the orange jerseys or whatever, bleed orange. Care about where you're living, what it looks like. We have got cute older homes in this area, cute residentials, wonderful trees and plants and landscaping around here. But I don't care how much cutesy stuff you have in your yard. If your weeds are dead and they've been dead for a couple of years now and they're 3 foot high and you can't see the dumpsters or the gas meters for the garbage, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And we don't carry rakes with us. And I'm telling you, that's what it needs in these alleys, is to rake up the trash.
Wow.
It's
It's
not
really
pretty,
bad,
folks.
and it is a fire hazard in addition to that.
That's the serious thing. We are so dry. If somebody went down some of these alleys and dropped a match, there'd be some serious problems in the neighborhoods, because it wouldn't take just that little old spot backyard. It could take, half the block. And you really need to think about that. That's serious, because once it hits the gas meter too, you're all over with,
And none of that requires carbon-free cars or any of this kind of stuff. It doesn't require, you might want to buy some water to drink after you've been working.
Or, if you have a water hose, do the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, let it run, though, for a few minutes, because it's going to be hot.
That hose been laying in the sun, yeah. If you want scalding hot water, you'll have it.
Yeah.
But, it just takes a little bit of your time.
And these are things that can be done regardless of the economy, regardless of the, who the president is. This is all stuff that we should be doing, hopefully can be doing at any time, and it's not for a lack of effort. You've had the Boy Scouts helping you out. Their last day is tomorrow.
Yes, and I have got a list. Oh, my goodness.
And you've got the basketball players are going to be doing it mid-July.
16th and the 23rd of July.
You've got the traveling dumpsters are out there for people to utilize. I know you want to talk about dumpster etiquette this morning before we're done.
There's some serious issues here.
And then you've got the e-waste program that's coming up here in a few weeks. So these are all things.
Next week.
Next week, that's right.
Yeah,
oh my God.
panic.
You're right.
Now.
You're right. We did the ads yesterday. So it's so these are all things that we can do that, regardless of who the election process, regardless who the president is, regardless of the baby formula, the gas price crisis.
Yeah, it's not going to affect you bending over and picking up your
these
trash.
These are things you can get the kids to do. You can or talk to Linda to find the chase Foundation kids are going to be out. We've got a sign-up list here.
22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
Yeah, we've got the sign-up list. You know how many people have come down to sign up for that on our list? 0.
Oh.
You know, so...
Well, they may not know. Do they know?
I don't know.
I didn't know that you had a
We had a
sign-up
list. So anyway, we're going to talk more on the other side of the happy news that's coming up on